hope you guys like watching me turn knobs on Vital, because that's what I'm doing in this arc. I'm in my sound design, figure out how synthesizers work arc right now. This is something I've been meaning to do for a long time. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you've probably literally watched me double in skill at using synthesizers, and I'm really happy to be where I'm at right now, but we still have so far to go before I'm able to make the sounds that are in my head. I hear sounds all the time. I like listen to these bass drops and this drum and bass stuff we've been doing. I hear what I want the bass to sound like. Making it happen is not something I'm fully equipped with right now, and just sitting there and scrolling through a whole bunch of presets, I don't know, it's just not as effective use of my time. I think it's actually getting in turning the knobs myself. So I'm glad to be where we're at right now. This is not any meaningful progress on the piece. This is just meaningful progress in me learning how to make basses here. This is what our beat sounds like right now. I obviously need a sound here at the beginning in front of each of those bars. So yeah, but this back half, this one is bass we had made previously, just being used kind of in a different spot. It previously was this bass. Fine-tuned that a little bit today, opened it up mostly. But this is the new sound of the day, which I think is a pretty cool sound, and we made that with this instrument here. It's this sort of like triangle labeled wave here being FM'd with this sine wave here, but the amount of FM is controlled by this LFO here. So you hear it kind of move there, and that gives us a wonderful little shape, a wonderful little sound. And then honestly, this saw wave is almost like a sub underneath. I don't know, just gave it more beef, so I liked that sound. I could definitely do a little bit more work in Vital in there, but the real magic is Space Designer. On top of fiddle-faddling with basses for like an hour and a half and making only that one sound today, I made a whole bunch of sounds I didn't like that there was no point in showing you. But this is the other thing I did. I sat and was like, I have been frustrated by the reverbs that are available at my fingertips, that they're all just a little bit wrong. I need to find a reverb that I like. This Ohm Nave Hall sound in Space Designer I think is great. It's very tonal. It doesn't have a lot of like noise coming over the top of it. There's a little bit of it in that sound, but this sound's got a lot of high upper partials. This is the one thing I didn't like about Space Designer, is there doesn't seem to be a way to limit how many of the higher frequencies it is taking in, only which lower frequencies to eliminate, which I can understand why they chose that, but still it feels like there should be both. But I sat there and scrolled through like all the reverb presets in like Valhalla Supermassive, and then here in Space Designer, and there's nothing that I love. There's at least one free reverb plugin that I've been meaning to go grab for a while, and I'm gonna do that soon. But for now, I was happy with getting this to where it was. To get this is Ohm, just finding this. I didn't change anything about this, just finding this. A good reverb that's not too springy, not too, you know, convolution reverbs. Just a lot of them have this like, a lot of this psh sound in it that I don't like. So not a particularly interesting day of music, but I do want to maybe just slightly adjust expectations of what some of the people who usually have been tuning into this channel are expecting. I think through all of Boss Fight, there was a lot of making progress on an album. This is not making progress on an album. This is learning a fundamental step that I can then use to make music. I'm learning sound design right now. I've started searching sound design tutorials instead of like music genre tutorials, because I really want to know, why do I like the way that the certain basses I hear in drum and bass songs line up with each other? What are they doing that I'm not doing? Because I feel like I'm doing the same thing they're doing, but I'm not. So we're learning it right now, definitely in a tutorial arc, and we'll see where it takes us. So I hope you enjoy being along for the ride. Thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow.